Hello everyone, Strange Sims here, and welcome to another build video. This time we're building in Riverblossom Hills. So to start off this build, I had to figure out how I'm gonna do this type of house in The Sims 2. I normally do have a trial and error until I figure out both the size and the way it functions in the game, because it's a lot harder than it looks. This would fall into the category of it being one bedroom, essentially one bedroom house. And as you see here, I'm trying to find out what's wrong. As I was building, I started to realize that, oh, I forgot a porch. I was like, okay, I need to add it. And it was like, yeah, this here area. Put ceiling tiles essentially just to make sure that there is a roof. Well, something that's gonna block out the rain if you have, well, if you have seasons. Of course you have seasons. Most players nowadays have access to all of the packs from the Sims 2. I decided to use this kind of reddish wood, which I do like. There's a lot of windows. And of course we do have a chimney, and this is me trying to decide on what type of chimneys do I want, because a lot of them were very colorful and wouldn't fit in. The bathrooms are kind of a very safe zone for me, mostly because it's kind of like just place tiles and you're done. You know what goes there, you don't have to think. Did I use a normal sink here? I think I did. This might be the first bathroom where I used the official sink, you know, rather than a cabinet and adding a sink on top. And because I had room, I was like, okay, let's put some clutter in. Now, normally I don't focus too much on the clutter because this is The Sims 2, so it's much simpler than in other versions, especially The Sims 4, which allows you to really clutter up certain areas. Here you can't really do that, so I mostly focus on making the houses playable rather than looking specifically good. This is the kitchen area, and that was supposed to be a pantry, but as it's a smaller kitchen, I was like, okay, I'm gonna use it as additional kitchen space, because yeah, we need it. And this is me choosing a bed. Yeah, I went with blue for this time around, the blue theme. And this is what I mean when I say it doesn't always work, because I want to place these makeup stands, but they're not as easy to place because there's only a few of them, and majority don't necessarily work, but it does feel one note. And this little nook, I was like, okay, we can put desk with a computer, and it actually looks pretty good. It's kind of hidden away, so it's like a safe work area, but it's not in the main part of the house. This is me, remembering. Don't use custom content. You cannot use custom content. A lot of greens and blues as far as the color scheme of this house is concerned. Don't know how that happened. It just sort of worked that way. I decided to put just the 4 chairs, mostly because the other 2 parts you actually see the legs have additional detail on them, and in real life that is a really big problem, especially for your knees. You can hit that a lot, so I was like, okay, I'm not gonna put chairs there. And I'm actually very short, so the fact that I'm aware of that is like a big deal. Trust me, anyone with much longer legs than mine will attest to that. It's really problematic. A little bit of detailing on the wallpaper, and I do tend to use this to create essentially fake carpets. I don't know why, just that I am aware we do have normal carpets. A little bit of clutter here and there, but I don't do as much as I necessarily can, because I play with walls down. I tend to forget to put stuff on the walls. And here we have the porch being done. I actually don't know if this particular staircase has matching fence. I have not seen it. And yeah, I am using almost the same type that I did previously for my, I think, other house. I do, well, if you count the haunted house as one of them. I've done a Tudor rose, essentially, I called it, and it's very similar. This is where I was like, okay, no, I'm gonna take that off. And of course the roofing. Oh my god, the roof on this house. But it does look okay. yeah, porch light, because we do need some porch lights. In the outdoor section, I decided to put a barbecue, mostly because I don't really have anything on the outside of a lot of the houses I've done before. I mean, yeah, the haunted house has a lot, but the other ones not as much. And I was like, okay, this one kind of would fit, I guess. And you'll see I've done a few more things. I've put in some flowers because, well, it is called a forest cottage. I was like, okay, let's put in some trees. Here we go. Right, and here's where I was like, okay, we need to put in a parking space. Now, I do hope this is actually, there's a mod that I have that allows the license plates to look a little different than they do in Simlish. And I do hope that's not gonna affect whether the car stays or not. It shouldn't, but I don't know. And this is where I was like, oh yeah, we're in Riverblossoms. I can do a bit of a house, well, a space for them to, you know, grow plants. So I decided to give them a greenhouse. It's not very large, but it's pretty good. And of course, can't forget the roof on that. And I give them all 3 trees that you can get in Riverblossoms. I was like, okay, let's do that. And I think I put in a few more things here in the front. Few more roses and me fighting the trees. And I think that's it. I don't know, I think maybe, yeah, placed a few more trees, but that's about it. Because yeah, I needed a few trees around, some older ones, some newer ones, some smaller, some bigger. That's it. The house is complete. I was thinking, but I decided not to. And here we go. These are the images. I think it looks great. and the house is finished. If you want to see more, subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!